Good day there, YouTube. Good day. Anyways, why does it look so shitty? What is wrong with this? I don't know. The camera focuses always sucked. On their own tablets and phones. Right. Alright, so I wanted to do a video about Star Wars. It's Star Wars. See, pandemonium. It's Star Wars is everywhere. I'm geeking out again. I finally remembered who I used to be. I mean, you forget. It's easy to forget with all the bullshit that people go through when they're growing up. And I used to be a Star Wars fanatic. Now, I used to have this friend, he loved Star Wars too, and he had, like, Star Wars, all over his room and paraphernalia and stuff. I was just as much of a fan as he was. You know, I may not have had Star Wars everything, but that did not mean that I did not value Star Wars as much as he did. And I give a shout out to that kid because he inspired that with me, and he was so cool. Going back in grade school and high school, he showed me that game that I think it was like Age of Empires, but it was Star Wars themed. Oh, what was that called? Damn, I've forgotten. But you could even make your own version of the game, set parameters, and I learned how to program the game to make my own campaign, and it was awesome. It was the most fun I had playing a computer game, aside from Roller Coaster Tycoon. Even though those games are nowhere near as flashy and exciting as Battlefield or, you know, those games. World of Warcraft, yeah, I played WoW. I'm guilty. You know, people have so many biased opinions about that now as time has passed and WoW's lost subscribers, but I always liked it. Actually, I take that back. I kind of got pissed off when they did the paying for levels. That really Blizzard, man, come on. All you have to do is just create a servers where you don't have the option to purchase a level up. Like, you can no instant 90s for those dedicated servers. They're like special hardcore servers. So people who want to play the game and value levels again, stop like devaluing stuff. You guys are like these people who felt like that you guys had to, like mafia people who were like, oh, we got the goods, you know. And let's just keep shoveling them out to people. Like, you guys want more? Like, you want more heroin? Come on. Just kidding. They're not. I'm not associating them as heroin dealers. Sorry. Please don't, to be politically correct here, or just so Blizzard doesn't come send a hitman after me. I'm just saying that, for real, all they have to do is stop devaluing stuff, because they feel like in order to keep their subscribers from just all jumping ship together in one giant flock, they feel like they have to make things easier and make things simpler and add more flight paths, add more graveyards. You know, it used to be awesome that in Blade Edge Mountains or something, it was like in BC, Burning Crusade expansion, there was the Outlands. They had added this whole massive continent that was like the size of Kalimdor or whatever. And it was awesome because in that one zone, I can remember trying to get to level 70 so badly to get a flying mount, because you had to be level 70 before you could get a flying mount, and that was awesome. So it really encouraged you grinding those 10 levels, and those 10 levels were a pain in the freaking butt. I remember just like took like 12 hours to get from 69 to 70. It was ridiculous, but it was fun. And that's the whole point, is that you felt well rewarded. And I was just so excited. I was in Blade Edge Mountains. Is like the level, I think 60-ish, 65 to 66 or 67, and so was Nagrand. I'm like, it's back in 2007. It was my senior year in high school. I'm like, I used to drink and I do this all the time. I have to pair a certain type of drink with the game or movie I'm watching and playing. So it's like I had the Rockstar sugar-free 16-ounce energy drinks, the white can, and to play with WoW then. And then now, like, I guess I drink these when I play Rock Bands, specifically Rock Band 3 with my Pro guitar that I've shown before. Like, picked this up at Best Buy. They discontinued this in 2011, but it's a real guitar that plays with the game. I even put an Atari sticker on it. You know, it's got a MIDI output, tracks the game with your fingers and everything. It's awesome. So much. To me, I prefer over Rocksmith. Well, actually, just tried Rocksmith. Rocksmith's actually interesting. At first, I thought Rocksmith wasn't going to be interesting, but that's only because I played Banfuse. Banfuse was okay. I like Banfuse mostly for the videos that are in the game, and I play this with my regular guitar. And it's got the Legends of Rock, so like you have all this like special video lessons you get from like advice from professional people and lots of bands I'm interested in. I mean, they have Alexia or whatever his name. I forgot. Oh, they've even got that guy. I remember looking at his guitars and basses. They're like that star. I forgot his name. I'm so stupid with celebrities, man. He's really famous, and yeah, there was just all these awesome people. The guy from Five Finger Death Punch. They give advice about how to pursue your music, things like that. Awesome stuff, and I just don't know. I just get used to the game mechanics, and then I tried Rocksmith. I thought that Banfuse was exactly like Rocksmith. But then I tried Rocksmith for the first time just recently, actually. The guitarist in Acacia in the band I play. We just released this EP, and well, actually, I wasn't even back in the band yet, so it was their EP. Well, I mean, I'm on it. I recorded the bass for it, I think. Yeah, see, like those are the credits for who's in the band. I'm not there yet because I left and I came back in. Yeah, right there. See, bass performed by me. Haha. Matt Wortman. I don't have warts, guys. I've discovered that Wortman actually means man. It was originally thought for my family to mean man of his word, but it's German. Probably, most likely, for man of words. Or a wordsmith. So, if in feudal times your last names meant your profession, like Smith was blacksmith, fielding or was a fielder or like a farmer. So I guess I was a scribe back in the days. And then I also found out that I'm very Nordic too, on my mom's side. That's awesome. I want to be Norse. Because, like, I love Deathclock, right? You know, Deathclock was an awesome band. I got my tab book for Deathclock. I thought this was the coolest picture, too. Right there. It's awesome. I love their cartoon style. It's very well done. Like, the lines are so super well drawn. Some cartoons, they don't really outline the same, but they do the black outlines and the very solid colors. I pay attention to that kind of stuff. I just like their art style, and of course they're all ghostly white. That enhances the metals. And so yeah, I was learning this. Drop C tuning, standard C standard. So right now my guitar is not tuned to that. It was. Oh yeah, I also got this too. Red Sevenfold Nightmare. Rest in peace, Reverend. There was even a controversy about the band possibly knowing that the Reverend was gonna kill himself because that song Fiction was actually released after his death. Maybe they changed the meaning of the song. Maybe they changed the song lyrics around and they used his recorded track, so it was probably going to be a different song altogether. But then the song is so hauntingly, like, almost prophetic. Like, the song sounds like they knew what was gonna happen to this guy, and they just kind of like brushed it under the rug, or maybe they just thought that was the best way. Like, he just didn't want to live anymore, and they, like, instead of stopping him, they just, or maybe they didn't think he was serious. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm not trying to accuse that band of things like that, because that band's awesome, and I love their music. So, anyways, like, yeah, I was in Acacia, and shoot, I just lost my train of thought, man. That sucks. That's embarrassing. Whatever. It happens. Why did I bring up Acacia? Why did I even bring it? What the point was that for? Let me get a coffee. I just heated this back. I really can't wait until they actually make a coffee mug that, like, just keeps your coffee hot, and it's, like, electronic. And so they've had some of those, but they were, like, really terribly made. I want one that's ceramic and like inductively charges your coffee and heats it up, and then you lift it and it's still hot, and then you put it back on the plate, and instead of just a warming plate, like this thing. Got this little warming plate. But it doesn't really keep it that hot. After a while, I have to go microwave it. Fun stuff. Damn. Going blank here. This usually doesn't happen. Oh yeah, I paired energy drinks with, and then WoW. I talked about WoW, and I played this with Rock Band. Yes, okay. This, and then I had the Rock Band guitar. I brought that out on screen, and then I was saying, like, oh, I almost have it. I'm so close. It's so maddening. Like, I would drink these when I was playing that game. I got it. Oh yeah, and then Bad Views. Yeah, okay. So I had Adrian. That's okay. Yes. See, there's hope for me after all. I'm not completely mentally retarded. Just slightly. Okay. No offense to people who actually are retarded, because my sympathies. I really sincerely understand. Because like I said in the other video from September's vlog, I have my own set of ailments, medical ailments, that have changed my perspective of the world itself, and I just feel for, the people who have to struggle. I've been there, and I'll tell everyone to hang in there. Everyone who has some sort of thing that they realize or diagnosed with something, some kind of ailment themselves that is debilitating, and my heart goes out to you guys, and to keep real, keep this. The struggle is just it's a test, a test of endurance, and we may not know the reason why it happens to us, but it there definitely is a purpose. Like, maybe it's predestined. I don't know. I don't want to really go into that subject right now. But I do say that don't just think that, because this happened to you, that you were a bad person, or that you deserved to have this happen, or if you're just sitting there scratching your head wondering, like, why me? I believe that there is a reason why, and maybe we don't know why ourselves, but maybe call it a higher power, but there is something good that will come from it. Maybe it was your job to reach out to others who have, struggles as well, and because you went through this and overcame these great obstacles, maybe you were diagnosed as a cancer patient or something, and got treatment and are doing better, and survived when people were telling you that you weren't going to make it for another year or so, and you actually go on like 5 years later and full recovery. Now you're like a crusader to tell others your story, and I encourage you to do that. Spread the word of how you succeeded in overcoming great odds. So I don't know. That wasn't even intended to be in my video at all. I just, like I said, I didn't want to sound like I was making fun of retarded people, because that's not cool. Okay? That's not cool. I love everybody as much as I can. And to me, there is no such thing as retardation. Because I feel like everybody is too fast in this day and age. And people my friends swear I'm slow. As all out can be. And I can, I guess, be a little slow when it comes to certain things. At least my teachers used to think that back in the day when I was a little kid. Grade school, and we'd always have to switch classrooms. Like, we wouldn't have one class where with one teacher, or all classes in one classroom with the same teacher. We had to go, just like it was in high school. Usually when you're in grade school, you only have like one teacher or so, and you would just stay in that classroom, and you'd have your dedicated desk. Why can't it be like that? Or why couldn't it have been like that? I didn't want to have to every single half an hour just like pack all my shit in my backpack and then re-situate myself somewhere else, because I'm like that. I like to get myself set up at a desk. Like if you're if you're working, for even adults in their desk job, they have their one office that they get to go to every day. It's all set up the way they like. And then they get to stay there for the whole day. I mean, that's, to me, that makes adult life easier than kid life to me. Like, working in an office, it's awesome. Like, when you don't have to like change environments constantly. That must be a breeze compared to like the teachers there would just be like yelling at me like, hey, get to your other class already. Like, and I'm like sitting there folding origami or something. That's like, and I had like my art books out and my pencils in a certain like order and shit. Fun stuff. I was gonna talk about Star Wars. Why did I get off subject so much? But Band Fuse, let me finish with the Band Fuse. I found out from Adrian from Acacia that I rejoined, and just recently went to go practice at his place in DeLand. It was awesome. Got to see his place and hang out. He's got a nice pad. I like it. He's got musical shower curtains too. They're like music notes. It's awesome. I wish I had that. But I don't have a shower of my own yet, so ever like a house to decorate. One day. If one can dream. If one could dream. They need to make a song like that. Make an opera. Make an opera song. If one could... I can't even... I'm not even gonna do it. No. What would it sound? No, okay, maybe one more time I'll try. If one could dream... Okay. Wow, I'm never gonna be an opera singer. I have a biscotti with my coffee. So let's get back to the Star Wars. I promised I would talk about Star Wars. But to say that I did try Brock Smith. Rock Fuse. I'm just killing it today. Yeah, so it actually exceeded my expectations, and it's a really, really awesome game. So, when I got on this whole divergence, when I was just talking about pairing drinks with certain games, so I'd pair this with Rock Band, and like I said, Rocksmith is good. You know, I appreciate Adrian for showing me that game, and I'm gonna definitely get it to do the mini games, the little practice mini games. That sounds like fun. It's good exercise to do for real guitar, but I still love the arcadey. I'm always gonna like Rock Band a little better because of what I'm used to. He didn't like it too much, but it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I understand why he didn't like the. Excuse me, I'm just getting over being sick, so yeah, I'm recovering still, and so yeah, I'm glad you showed me that. And so if you guys ever want to like just have fun dicking around with guitar and also learning it with to a game, definitely check out Rocksmith, because you won't regret it. I wish. Who would eat a whole like one of this thing is huge. This thing is massive, and like I gotta break off a small piece of it, because even that's a little big for me. But like in the comment section, somebody please explain the origins of the word biscotti, because I almost want to think it came from the word biscuit. Biscotte. Biscotti. Is that French? Is that Italian, I mean? Why do I always say that? Why do I always confuse French and Italian? Like, I don't know. The French speak French. So, what was I even saying before? Okay. You know what? Screw it. I guess I've already bombed this video, and I wanted full transparency with my YouTube channel, so, and not to edit anything, because I don't have a good editing software anyways. The only software I did have was Vegas, and you know, to be honest, I kind of hacked into that one. Legitimately. Not that I'm proud of it. That's just exactly the reason why I don't want to use it anymore, is because I stopped my whole, you know, I hung up the eye patch, the pirate patch, you know. Not because I'm trying to be this, like, self-righteous, like, I'm better than that type person. I don't want to be a smug about it. I'm just saying, like, I personally am just tired of it. Like, I used to buy all my albums and CDs, like, when I had that IO-Track job, and then later on when life gave me some lemons, blah blah, and I was just working that terrible grounds job. Well, it was actually a good job. I enjoyed it. I learned a lot, surprisingly, but I'm kind of like that style of person who likes to have a job. I like construction, but I like in I guess like a micro engineer, where you can like still work in a garage tinkering like Steve Jobs did when he was younger, and you're not necessarily like doing like civil engineering where you're just like outside getting like rained on and digging, you know, tunnels and going into the sewers, and I don't know. I'm not saying that's below me. I'm just saying like I just don't like having to take like a billion showers a day. I just like being able to be in an office setting. That's what I missed about my other job, and they paid my checks like a day early, actually. It was like professional. There are people who were like in their 30s working there and making a living. So even though I was like 15, 16 when I started that job, scanning medical documents, it was still like fantastic. I mean, it was futuristic. We had these like badges that you'd like hold, like if I would, let me pretend that this is a badge. I'd scan it to the door. Of course, it was not the size of a CD, and it would unlock. It was like infrared or something, or I mean not infrared, RFID type radio security lock, and or near field communication. I don't know, something like that, like a or ancient version of it, not like the kind we have today. This is the last thing I have about my pirates, like, you know, memorabilia. I don't know, I used to be able to afford CDs more, and then I guess I got carried away with the whole ripping crap, and like I've realized, I guess from playing in a band myself, like the struggle that these musicians go through, and I don't know. I'm not saying like I said, I want to be smug about it. Like, to each his own. I don't judge. I'm not gonna judge people who do it. That's just wrong. But I personally stopped, and I sound terrible, by the way. Like, you can tell. It sounds like I'm holding my nose almost. Because I'm still sick. Ugh. But yeah, I don't have good editing software, and I don't want to use the one I had before because I just don't. It's not legit. I want to buy it and not hack it. So I'm not even gonna get to Star Wars in this video. What's wrong with me? Okay, I promise. How about this? I will do one more video, and it will be nothing but just Star Wars. And I'm sorry I didn't get to it in this video. I'm sorry. Please stay tuned, and I'll upload that soon. I also don't want to upload a lot of videos because not because I think that it's better quality. You know, that also makes me sound like a total dick, and you know, I can be a dick sometimes, but you know, who isn't? Everyone is a dick sometimes, at least to some extent. But at least I'm trying to conscientiously not try to say, oh well, I'm gonna upload only a few videos because it's gonna be better quality. You know, so like I'm not trying to hate on these Let's Plays, like, 'cause I love Let's Plays and I love all this, you know, Markiplier and PewDiePie, and those guys are great. They're awesome, and so is Freddie Wong, who does his videos, and the Fred View, and I love VGHS. That was awesome. So all these YouTubers and Smosh, these people that I've looked up to, and who've done these channels, and I've watched them grow from nothing into something like amazing. You know, their style. Oh, and Jacksepticeye as well. There's a bunch of others that deserve to be mentioned, but I'm running out of time. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it's like their style is to upload a lot of videos like every day, and that works for them, and I wish them the best, you know. But for me, call me lazy, call me like whatever, I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you guys so you guys aren't disappointed from the start, from the beginning, is that my style is more kind of just uploading maybe 2 a week, or less, you know, maybe 1 a week. But for now, it's only going to be 1 a week. But then in the future, maybe 2, a special second day. That way, it gives me more time to kind of think of things, and I'm not trying to sound smug about this and say, hey, oh, my videos deserve more time because they're better quality than these other. You know, that's not the case. I feel like, you know, people who are gonna be watching my channel, if ever, right now I only have 8 subscribers, so, and most of those people don't ever watch. Like, they're ghosts. They're like people who long ago stopped watching videos from my channel. So it's like pretty much no one's watching my channel right now. And don't feel sorry for me. You know, I'm not asking for sympathy votes. It's not like like, oh, no one's watching me, please watch. No, it's not what I mean by that. I'm just saying realistically, like, my channel's not existent, and I'm trying. You know, it's, who knows, but excuse me. Oh, sickness. I need to like drink a bunch of ginger tea or something. Wish me some recovery. Well, I only got 1 minute left, so let me break this last testament is that I feel like my style should be where I just upload a few, because if people who, even though I have no subscribers, people who would be attracted to my channel, I'm kind of thinking would be people who kind of may want to go back and just see a few videos. If they see like I have like 1,000+ videos and, you know, the last 2 years or so, like, it's just never gonna be able to catch up. You know, that let them kind of absorb the material, right? It's like, if they ever wanted to rewatch, not that anyone would want to rewatch this stuff. Like, who? Honestly, unless it gets better, you know, I'm gonna have to think of something clever. clever, because I can't even stick to the subject matter. Jeez. Why? Okay, well, that's enough for guys. See us.